now. Okay, interesting. So I want 2 people that have joined our trainings before to volunteer and tell us what they did between February and now. So Temidiri has already told us what he can do, but I want somebody else. So if you've joined our trainings before, raise your hand or tell me that you want to say something on the chat box and I'll call you.
First, they're pushing me. Well, shift.
Okay, I can see Sophia. She said she wants to learn how to make a game. In fact, we're going to learn that. So has anybody joined our training before? I want to share what he or she learned. Anybody? I'm going to check and start calling names now. If you've joined our training before and you want to share what you have learned, raise your hand. Now let me start looking for people and I will call their names. And once I call your name, you'll have to answer me. Okay, so I'm looking and I'm going to find somebody now. Let's see. Jaden, have you joined our classes before?
No.
Okay. We have a lot of new people that want to learn how to code. Interesting. So let me introduce our members of the team so you can know who will be teaching you today. So very soon, our co-founder, the co-founder of Prodigy Health, will come and address us. His name is Mr. Dami, and you are going to enjoy him because he's a very lovely person. Then the name of our tutor today, the person that will be teaching you how to use Scratch to make games and storytelling, animations. Mute your mic. Somebody's mic is unmuted. Remember, we have rules and we all agreed that we will not break the rules. So if you know that you're already breaking the rules, mute your mic. Thank you. So the name of our tutor is Mr. Abraham. How many of you remember him from the last training? Raise your hand. Okay, so I see that we have.
I don't know why you're talking about. I'm new.
All right, no problem.
It's new.
No problem. I see that we have lots of new people, so I will do the introduction again. The name of our co-founder, the first co-founder is Mr. Dami, and he'll be addressing us very soon in the next 1 minute. Then the name of our tutor today is Mr. Abraham. He'll be coming up very soon. He will teach you how to use Scratch to make games, storytelling, and a whole lot of things. Then the name of our CTO who will be addressing us at the end of the training is Mr. Mayowa. So I've introduced 3 people. We have Mr. Dami, our co-founder and CEO. We have Mr. Abraham, our tutor, and Mr. Mayowa, our CTO. So Mr. Dami, you have the floor now. Thank you very much.
All right, good morning. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing?
Low battery.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, yeah, I can see that people can hear me. So you
Good
can.
morning, sir.
Amazing. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, good morning. So, all right. I'm really glad that everybody's here. Like, I'm happy to have everybody here even as we start this training. So, you know what I would do? I will just mute everybody. So when you want to talk to me, just put it on the chat. I will respond. Are we fine with that? All right. So that's what I will do so that everybody can hear me very well. So I'll be introducing some things now. Just make it to understand what we'll be doing, how we'll be doing it, everything before our tutor comes up. So that's what I'll be doing. And all right, so if you want to ask me any question, just drop it in the chat, or you can raise up your hand. I will see. Let's raise up your hand and see that. Oh yes, you're raising up your hand. All right. So welcome to Prodigy House, and what we'll be teaching you today is going to be how to code. Basically, it's how to code. That's what I want to teach you, and you'll be making very, very interesting things from animation to game. So some people joined us the last time we did, and they were able to create a lot of things, ping pong game. They're able to do animation, and it's very, very amazing. So my name is Dami, so you can call me Uncle D. That's what my that's what my kids always call me at home, so they like calling me Uncle D. So and now I'm going to show you something now, and this is what I'm going to show you. I'll go to my browser so that when you talk about Scratch, what comes to your mind? When you talk about Scratch, what are you looking at? When it comes to programming, what are you looking at? Now, let me tell you something. You know that this is something about programming which I want everybody to understand. Like, what's programming? Okay, yeah, let me ask, what's programming? Who wants to tell me what programming is? Anybody wants to tell me what programming is? So I will enable you to unmute yourself. Let me just hear one or two persons tell me what programming is, then I will take it from there. So, someone is raising up his hand. Mohammed, you're raising up your hand. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah, I like that. He's raising up his hand, I can see. Unmute yourself, Mohammed. Let me hear you. I think, regular, as in, okay. All right, Mohammed, do you want to tell me, or who else wants to tell me what programming is? Tell me what you know about programming. Mohammed, yeah, you can talk now. Let me listen. Okay, I'm waiting for you, Mohammed. You can talk. Oh, don't be shy. Who else wants to tell me what programming is? Only generator. I can see.
Programming is the use of code to create.
At least
is the use of code.
You and your family alone.
Is the use of code to create
3
a software.
Amazing. It's the use of code to create a software. Thanks, Temidire. That's a very, very good one. So, Amarachi, you're raising up your hand. Let me hear you also. So, you want to tell me what programming is, Amarachi? All right. Okay, yeah, I'm listening. All right. Amarachi. Okay, Angel, do you want to tell me what programming is? I can see that you raise up your hand. You can also tell me what programming is, Angel. I'm listening. I'm here for you.
Programming. Somebody else.
Oh, okay. All right. Who else want to tell me? So I'm seeing my kids. I don't know. Favor, tell me what programming is. Favor is setting up her hand also. Let me just give it to Favor before we continue.
Programming means how to build a website for software.
Okay, how to build a website. That's also very, very correct. That's also very correct. How to build a website. Someone said how to write code to build the software. Very correct. So I think let me call on one more person. Who should I call on to tell me what program it is? But you can actually type it in the chat room. You can type it. Who should I call? Thinking. All right. So I'm seeing I hope I pronounce that very well. So Cambiago, you can also tell me what programming is. You can see, so I can see both of you guys are looking at me and smiling. So tell me what programming is, what you understand by programming.
Programming is the use of code to execute a task.
Amazing. The use of code to execute a task. That's so correct. Exactly. So now, here's it. My name is not explain. I'll just read everything you said together. So why do you want to learn programming? You want to build game. Basically, you want to tell the computer what to do. So programming simply means writing out instructions. You're writing out instructions, and the instructions are what computer will follow to do a particular operation. So what you are simply doing is when you write, like, okay, let me say for instance, you want to go to school in the morning. You want to go to school. What do you do in the morning? You wake up, you brush your teeth, have your bath, have your breakfast, you those kind of things. So there are instructions, there are things that you follow. That the very first thing you do is that you, number one, you brush your teeth, you have your bath, then you take your breakfast, then off to school. So there are instructions. So now imagine you now writing those instructions down, now telling the computer that computer, follow this instruction for me, do this instruction. So coding simply means you are writing down the instructions that a computer must follow to do what you want it to do. So the instruction might be like, okay, I want to build a website. You just write all the instructions and the computer follows it, build the site for you. But it can be like, okay, I need an application. Someone mentioned software, very good one that you can actually make it to make a software. So your software does a particular task for you. So in our case here, what we'll be doing is I'll be looking at Scratch. So Scratch is an interactive, like 3D programming. Let me show you something. So you will see some very, very wonderful examples of Scratch that you'll be seeing. Now, let me just, okay. So I'm going to show you everything I'm doing now so that you'll be able to understand what and what you want to do. Now, this example of sample code that some people have already done before on Scratch. So let me say like, okay, let me play this one, like this Minecraft. So it's loading, just 1 minute, loading. Okay. Yeah, you like Scratch. So look here, in fact, you love, I want to learn Scratch. I actually like Scratch. Very, very interesting also. Very, very interesting. Now, I don't know if you can hear the sound. So now, this is an example of coding that was done. And this is just for storytelling. So this for storytelling is a 3D game, like you can do a lot of amazing things here. And let me tell another example, something more interesting that you guys can actually follow. There's one that used to be my favorite. Look at this one. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, I think I'm talking too fast. Let me talk slowly, now so everybody can hear me very, very well. So I'm trying to show you example of some very, very interesting games that people have built with Scratch. So people built a lot of examples, a lot of interesting games with Scratch. And what you do is that you just simply that, okay, you write the code down. The when you write the code, the computer follows the code, does everything you want it to do accordingly. So so I'm trying to load this game now. So all right, so this is just a simple game. So this was built with Scratch. So and loading. Okay, there's no game. This one is offline. So and but basically one of the things to be showing you is that when your tutor comes online, Uncle Abraham is going to do a lot of demonstration for you. So, and you will have to follow him very well. So, I want to show you how to download the software and how to log into Scratch interface and how to start coding. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So if ready for me, let me see thumbs up that okay, yeah, I'm ready for you. And let's get started. So are you ready for me? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so you can hear me. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm showing us
Yes,
another.
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is a sample of some things done on Scratch before.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do now is this. So now I'm going to show you how to navigate, get to the Scratch interface, download the software, or use the online editor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now, let me. Do you have a laptop? If you have a laptop, let me see. If you have a laptop, just let me see if you have a laptop. How many people has a laptop there with them?
Excuse me, sir. I am using laptop.
Oh, you're using
Excuse me,
laptop.
I have it.
I'm using my phone with laptop.
I'm using laptop.
I'm using laptop.
I'm using laptop.
My laptop.
I'm using laptop.
Okay, beautiful. So now that we have good number of people using laptop. Okay, what about people using?
Excuse me, I
Okay,
have a desktop.
you have a desktop. Yeah, that's work also. A desktop.
Excuse me.
Sir. All right, so you can use the chat. If you want to talk to me, just use the chat. Do you hear? So you can just drop it on the chat. So if you have phone, some people are saying they have a phone. That's fine. If you have a phone, I'll also show you how to go about it on your phone. So let's start with those that have a laptop. Are you ready? All right. So this is what to do. To go to Scratch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So to go to Scratch interface, what you're going to do, yeah, the software that you download. I'm going to show you now. So open up a browser on your system. If you have a laptop, either laptop or desktop, open up a browser. Even if it is your phone also, open up a browser. So this is what you're going to do. So you type in scratch.mit.edu. So scratch.mit.edu/download. So I'm going to copy this link. I'll put it on the chat so that everybody can see. So I'm putting this link on the chat. Everybody can see it. Okay. All right. So I want everybody to go to this link. I put this link on the chat. Can you see it? Scratch.mit.edu. So just go to that link. So I'm waiting. All right, so are we all there? So when you click on it on your browser, just press enter. So when you press enter, it's going to load and bring it to this page. So Favor asks a question. So is anybody here? Does anybody have the same page that I have? This same, you can see my system right on my screen. So when you go to scratch.mit.edu/download, what I put on the link, do you have the same thing I have? So let me know if you have it. Yeah, you can. Okay. Can we use it on phone? The is asking. Yes, for phone, but you'll be able to download this software for phone. But I'm going to show you what you can do on phone. So I'm showing people with laptop first, then I will show those who have phone only. All right. So Jaden is already on this page. That's beautiful. So who else is on this page? So let me know if you're on this page. Yeah, so Toshuku also is on this same page. That's fine. Okay. So now, so what I'm going to do now is that for those who have a laptop, is either you are using a Mac or Windows system, right? So I hope you know when you can ask your mom or dad, they will tell you that okay, this one is Mac or Windows. So you need to choose. Can you see this button? Choose your OS to download and install. So I will click on Windows because my system is Windows. I'm using Windows. So I will just click on Windows. Then when I click on Windows, just give it time to load. So are we following me? So Windows and all right. So then I just click on direct download. So scroll down, select the Windows. If it is Mac, you click on Mac. If it is Chrome or if it is Android, actually, yeah, for those using phone, you see Android, so you can actually download it from Play Store to your phone. So click on the OS Android, then you can download it to your phone. So, but in my own case, now I'm using a system Windows. I'll click on Windows, then I'll click on direct download. So are you following? So when I click on direct download, it's already downloading. I can see the status bar here. It's already downloading to my system. So it's going to take data actually to download it. So what you can just follow me through. Don't worry, we're also recording all these videos so we can share with everybody after this. All right, so questions. People have questions. You can drop your question in the chat section. I will look at it. So just drop your question in the chat. So, okay, I've opened it. If you have Mac, is it on Safari? So yeah, you can just use any browser on your Mac. So any browser on your Mac works. So if you have a Mac, go to your browser. So from your browser, go to that scratch.mit.edu. So that works. It will not agree. I've opened it. So Trying to look at what everybody. Oh, can I explain again? Okay, all right, I will take it again. I will take it again. So this is what I'm going to do now. So I'll take it again now. So I'll close this page, take it from scratch so that everybody understands. So let's say open a browser. So when you open a browser, what do you have on your browser? You're going to have a blank page, something like this. So what you're going to do for me is where the URL bar is. Yeah, people raise up their hands. Let me attend to the questions. People have questions. Olukoye, you have question for me. Favor, you have question. So you can drop it. I think when you drop in the chat, I'll be able to read the question so that when I read the question. Okay, Sophia already has crash. All right, Sophia, that's fine. If you already have crash, then you are good. I'm trying to just show every other person that don't have it yet so that everybody will follow me. So that's what I'm trying to do. So LS, you also have crash. So that's fine. So some people have crash already, while some don't have crash yet. So just bear with us. If you have crash already, let me just show everybody within like 5-10 minutes so that then we can get started. So are we fine with that? All right, so that's what I'm trying to do, just trying to carry everybody along. Okay, thanks, Sophia. So now what you do is type this crash.mit.edu, then put a forward slash, like normal slash, no normal slash. So then you put download. So why I want us to do this is so that when you're not online, later on, maybe you don't want to use your mom's data, your dad's data to work. When you're not online, you can open the app on your system and start coding. So once again, so I'm going to put that on the chart so that everybody will see. I'm going to put that on the chart and everybody will see. So this is for everybody. So that's the link. So just click on that link, click on the link, then it's going to take you to Scratch itself. So when I click on it, what do? I click on enter. So when I click on enter, it's going to load this for me. So scroll down, select your OS. So if I'm using Windows, so this Windows, I'm using Windows, so this is Windows. If it is Mac, click on Mac OS. If it is Chrome OS. Then if it is an Android, just click on Android, then you are fine. So I think I can assume that everybody is on the same page with me. Then you now click on direct download. So when you click on direct download, it's going to start downloading. You can see that it started downloading, but I'll cancel this one because I've downloaded the first time. So now, when it's finished downloading, you will see it. Go to where your download folder is. So I will just click in show in folder. So I can see where it is on my system. So can you see where it is on my system now, Scratch? So what I'm going to do now is this. What I'm going to do is this. I will just double click on this, then it will load. So double click on the setup. Please, are you following? So double click on the setup. So it's going to load. So just give it time. It's going to load. Just do some loading, which is fine. Now, so it's now asking me that, oh yeah, sorry. I need to share my screen with everybody. Sorry, you can't see what I'm showing. I'll take it again so everybody can see and see what I'm doing. All right, so now what do I do is I click here, open where I downloaded to on my system. So you can ask your mom or your dad to help you out here, but just follow me, you get it. So this is it on my system. This is the setup file when I downloaded it. So I'll double click, or if you're on Windows, right click, then you click on run as administrator. Do we get? So let me know if you get. Okay, someone has something for me. What do you have for me? Okay, so I'm trying to make sure everybody is following me. Yeah, can we download it on phone? Yes, you can download it on phone. Okay, Favor, mom is downloading it for you. Okay, thank you. I like that. So on phone, you have to pick for the Android. So that's when you can do it on phone. So instead of where I pick the Windows, you choose Android. Then you'll be fine. I'm going to show you another way whereby if you don't want to download it and you want to work online, I'm going to show you that. So all right, so I'm going to go back to let me go back and okay, so right click here, then run as administrator. So it's going to bring out this option. Do you want this app to make changes to your device? So accept, click on yes. So click on yes. Then it's going to ask you select whether you wish to make this software available to all users or just yourself. So I'll just leave the first option, available to all users. Then I click on install. So it's being installed. So just wait for a few minutes while Scratch is being installed. So it's still loading. Hope everybody is following me. Hope you are following. Everybody's following me. So I need to know that we are all following me now at this stage. Okay. So now it's done installing. So it's done installing. What will I do? Then I click on finish. When I click on finish, it's going to run this crash. It's going to launch it for me. So I'm just waiting for a few seconds for it to just launch that for me. So that's what I'm doing now. Exactly. And now, welcome to the Scratch interface. So I'm feeling at home now. So you can all see. So when I'm done, it's going to bring me to this way. But let me close this. So when you are done installing, what do? Simply press, if you're on Windows, press the Windows button. So you know the Windows button on your system. There's a button that looks like Windows on your system, or the start button, just press the Windows. Or bring your cursor to this particular Windows 10. You can see the Windows symbol, the Windows icon. So press it, then I'll just look for Scratch. Just type in Scratch on my system. So I can see Scratch 3. So which is already there. So Scratch 3. Or on your desktop, if you allowed it to be on your desktop, but I will just click on, I just search for Scratch. So search for Scratch. So Scratch 3. So just click on the app, then it's going to open up for you. So Scratch is loading. So that's how you actually open up the app. That's how you get to the interface, loading project. So from here I can begin to now do a lot of amazing things, everything I want to do, and more interesting things. So this is what happens from here. So do we all follow? Do you have any question for me? So I'm going to unmute us for like few seconds. So I want to make sure that everybody understands what I've done so far. So people have downloaded the thank you. People have downloaded and so do we understand? Do you have any question for me on that? Is everybody okay with that? So I'm going to unmute us. So if you have any question for me, you can ask me now. All right, so I will just call on people. I'll just call on your name. So just tell me if it has actually downloaded it. So I can see Marvelous. So Marvelous, do you have it already? Tell me, let me know if you have it already. Marvelous. You can unmute yourself, Marvelous. You are talking, unmute yourself, yeah.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, you have it now. Amazing, that's fine. Okay, so that's fine.
The one that is downloaded is Scratch Master.
Scratch Master? Scratch Master. Amazing. Uh It should be Scratch 3. What you should have on your system should be Scratch 3. So if you see, let me show you the same thing I have here. Let me show you the same thing I have. I'll just go to my download. So you can see Scratch 3.2 1.0. So this is the setup you should have with you for the offline.
Sir, can we download Scratch?
Oh, you cannot open it on your phone. Yeah, if for the phone, if you're using Android phone, it has to be for Android that you downloaded. It has to be for Android. It can't be for, if it is for Windows, it won't open on your phone. So, but this one I will do. I'm going to show you how to, if you don't want to download it, if you want to do it online, I will show you how it's going to be. Toshiku, it's not working. Can you tell me, have you downloaded it? Let me know if you downloaded it and you say that it's not working. Okay, you've not downloaded it, Toshiku. Okay, please just follow that procedure I mentioned to download it. So I think maybe I should show you also another way. In case you don't want to download, you want to just, if you have a tab, if all you have is a tab, then you have internet connection, you might not need to download it. It's not compulsory that you download it. So that's what I'm going to show us next now. So in case you just have maybe like a tab and you want to do coding on your tab directly, you don't want to download it. So that's fine. Okay, Amarachi, downloading in progress. That's fine. Thank you. So I like that. All right, so can we continue? So we can continue. Just tell me yes, yes.
Yes.
All right, so Jaden is ready.
What? Yes. When is class over?
So the class is for 2 hours actually. So you're asking me when class is for 2 hours. So I'm going to speed fast. I'm going to move very fast now so that everybody will be fine. So I'm going to show you method number 2. Because not everybody has a system. So in case you don't have a system, how do you do Scratch without having a system? So what I'm going to show you now, you have to go to this site. So I'm going to put this site here. I will share my screen. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you people now. So now I'm going to open up my browser. Open up my browser. So I'm going to open up my browser for everybody to see now. Yeah. So what you can do now is this. It's very, very simple. Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen with you. So I want to go to this site, scratch.mit.edu. So scratch.mit.edu, then enter. So it's going to take you to, so I'll put this, let me put this on the chart so that everybody can see. So in case you don't have a laptop, or in case all you have is just on your tab, so just go to this site, scratch.mit.edu. Don't put the / download now. So yeah, so this method now works on phone. Yeah, so Favor, are you explaining method 2 for phone? Yeah, so this method works on phone. So Zoe just got to this place. Now I'm trying to show everybody how to actually access Scratch interface, how to download the software. That's what I'm trying to show everybody. But you can just follow along. So you can use the online for now. So this is the online. So now, and now what I will do now is that you click on join Scratch. So when you click on join Scratch, it will ask you to create a username. So the last time I created the username, so now this time around I will create another username. So what name should I use? I'm done downloading it, but I can't view it. That's can't be as well. So did you download it on your laptop or on your phone? Let me know where you downloaded it to, your laptop or your phone. So while you answer for that, let me continue. So username. So let me just put username as Dami Lola B. So username as Dami Lola B. So password. So create a password. So for my password, let me just use Dami Lola also. So I'll confirm my password. So password should be personal. So but I'm just trying to just show you. So you don't have to use that. I'll use anything that you will not forget easily. So use my laptop. Okay, use a laptop. I can't be. So when you use a laptop, is it Windows or Mac? And also, can you double click on the setup you download? If you double click on it, it will open it up for you. When you click on it, it will open like it will open it up for you so that you can follow the instructions to install it. So then I click on next. So when I click on next, and which country are you from? I'm from Nigeria, so pick the country you are from. So I'm from Nigeria. Then I click on this. When were you born? So just pick your birthday. So I'll just pick any random day actually. So just pick your birthday. Let me say 2011. That's fine. Then I click on next. So it's asking me what is your gender. I'm a guy, so I'm a male. Then I click on next. Then what is your email address? So my email address, let me just use one of my email address. So you can use your mom's or your dad's email address if you don't have one. So this is if you want to use the online editor. So this one, you don't have to download anything. You just need to just do what I'm doing. Then you can do Scratch. So, okay, so here I use my laptop. Then I click on get started. So now get started. Then the I'm inside the Scratch interface now. So I'm going to round up here so that Abraham can take over. So that I click on create. So when I click on create now, it's going to start opening up this editor for me. So we get, and now you can see that the same thing I have now on the online editor is the same as what I have on the offline app. So you can either use the offline app or you can use this online one. Can we use laptop for this? Yeah, you can use laptop for this favor. So you can use laptop for this. So you can either do the offline or you do the online. Either ways, you are good with that. You're not following. Can you share your screen? So that's okay. So I think I can walk you through that. So Ango, you want to share your screen? Okay, I think what you can do, you can probably maybe just okay, you did offline. So Toshuku, you did offline. That's fine. Oh, marvelous. I'm too fast. Oh, don't mind me because okay, yeah. So Toshuku, it worked. Thank you. So can be we all right. So is everybody fine now? Is everybody fine with the installation, everything, so that we can start with the class? Everybody fine with the installation, with everything as we start the class? So I'm going to unmute us. Okay, not yet. So if Toshuku, not yet. Oh, so where are you having challenges? Okay, do you know what we are going to make? We are recording this video so that if you have challenge later, you can watch it. Then you see, okay, it's still downloading. Okay. All right. So now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the introduction to this interface so that everybody will see what time is going now, and let us start the class. So are we good to go now? All right. So now let's start. Okay, yeah, good to go. Thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the feedback. Everybody is fine. So I'm just going to unmute us for 1 minute so that we can start everything accordingly. So to start with Scratch, if you are using the offline, like right now, I have the online, so I'm going to use the offline so that I don't spend much data. So I'm sharing my screen. So I'll just open up Scratch. Open up Scratch. So it's going to load. So the very first thing you have to do is open up the application. So which is opening up right now. So just give it time for it to just open up and everybody is fine. So now, when you open up this application, you be like, uncle, what's this? But don't worry, don't be afraid actually. So what you have is very, very simple. This is your code editor. This is where you'll be doing all your coding. This is where you'll be putting everything together. This is where you'll be doing your animation. This is where everything is happening. So what you're going to see now, I'm going to start to my right. To my right, this is my preview pane. So I call it preview pane. So let me drop the name on the chart. So I call it preview pane. So that's what I'm going to call my right part. So preview pane. So that's where I'm going to see my sprite. So you can see this cat. This cat just there, just doing its own thing. So this cat is just doing like, okay, just doing one or two things. So that's what I have here on this preview page. So I can move this cat around. If I left click on it, I'll move it around. I'll move it around. Now, so the name of this cat by default, Scratch always call it sprite. So we call it sprite. It's not the sprite that we drink, oh. So we call it sprite. So this one I have here. So that's the name. So I can click inside there, then rename it. So I can call this one, I can call it my cat or my cute cat. So let me call it my cute cat. So that's what I have here. So all right, thanks. Asoluka, yeah, you can see it. I like that. So now, and if you observe something, if I click on this card, then I move it to the right, it moves to the right. Yeah, look at inside this bar. Oh, someone said we can't hear you. Please, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? And can you see what I'm doing? Can everybody hear me? Can you see what I'm doing? So I need to know that you can hear me and see me. Okay, so you can hear me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. So that's fine. So when you look inside there, you will see one arrow pointed here. The arrow is saying X. Y, this one is saying Y. So now watch out what is here. Let me do, I'll put this one at 100, 100. So watch out now. When I move this card, I want to move this card to this place, to the bottom left corner. So I'm going to move this card, drag it down here. So when I do so, what do you see here? You can see that my X has become minus 163. I want me to repeat? Okay, don't worry. I've not done anything more. So just follow me. So I'm having minus 163 and my Y is this. So anytime I move this card on my preview plane, the direction is going to change. So I should wait. All right. So Infinix, sorry, I don't know the name. What do you think? So you can just tell me, just let me know whatever you think, any concern you have, I will attend to it. So that's what I have here. So now, what I can do now, I can delete this. Let's say I don't want this card, I want something different entirely. I'll just delete it, then it deletes. So when I delete it, so what do I do to bring it back? Maybe like, oh, uncle, my cat has disappeared though. What do I need to do? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you what you will do. So can you see this button here? We call it choose a sprite. So you click on this, choose a sprite, then it will take you to another page entirely. Let me go back so that everybody will follow me. So can you see this button? This shoot a sprite. So click on it, then it will take you to many characters. You can see under here I have all. So I have AB, Ammo, Andy. I have a lot of character. I can click on animals. I can have bear, have this. So you can see, so I can see the cat here. So let's say I want to bring in like a dove. So I click here, then the dove will appear on my preview pane. So do we follow? Are we following? The location is better than your screen. Yeah, maybe you need to rotate your screen phone because that's why tab is always the best for it. So yeah, so what I'm saying now, but let's say I don't want dove, I can just delete this dove. And let's say I want to bring back our cats. So I think I like the cats. So animals, so this is the cat. So we'll bring it back in. So it's back as cats. So, and that's fine. All right. Okay, you are following. Can I explain again? Okay, let me explain again. Let me explain again. So I will delete this. So what do you do to bring in your character to the screen is that you will come down. Can you see this button? Choose a sprite. When you click on it, it's going to take you to animals. So from animals, then pick any character you want. So here I want cats. I will just click on, I'll pick the cat so that the cat comes in. So can we see that? All right. So that's what I have here. Then now look at this symbol here. You see show. Then you will see hide. So if I click on this other one, my character will disappear. But it's still there. I did not delete it. It's still there, just disappeared. And when I click on this, it appeared, which is what I have here. And I can choose. So let's say I want my card to be big. Can you see where we have size? So I can increase the size maybe to like 150, then press enter. The card becomes big. Like, oh yeah, this is a big cat. Or I can make it a baby cat, like 50, very, very small and tiny. So I'll call that a baby cat. So but I'll take it back to 100. So that's how you can size your cat. Okay, I like this. So you put cat flying, exactly. So you can just pick anyone you want. Just pick cat flying. Let's say, in fact, I can bring in another sprite into this. So I'll click here, go to another one. So let's say I want the cat to be going around to, who should be the friend of my cat? Oh, so let's say cat and a dog. Yes. So this is dog beside the cat. So I can actually have two of them there. Maybe they are friends and they want to talk. So I can do that also, just make them talk. So then I'll click on this. So, all right. So now I've explained how to size the cat to make it big. Then now on the direction. So on the direction, if I rotate this way, you can see that it's rotating. It's rotating now. It has turned upside down. So what I can do is that I'll take it back here to 90 degrees so that it's facing my right part. And that's what I have here. And everything is fine. Now, the next thing I have on this my preview pane is page. Is are we following? So I want to make sure that everybody is following. Yeah, amazing. Thanks, Angel. Thanks for following. So now I have the backdrop. So the meaning of backdrop is background. So I can choose that. Okay, don't worry, let me show you. When you see it, you know what I'm saying. So when I click on choose backdrop, let me look for a living room. A sitting room is very, very fine. Oh, exactly. Let me pick bedroom. So can you see my cat is inside my bedroom? So my cat is inside our bedroom because I only change the backdrop, and the backdrop is what is my bedroom. So please, are we following? Are we following? Okay. All right. So I have a question from someone raised his hand. Someone raised his hand. So you can just drop your question on the group. So on the chat. No, please. So you're not following. All right. Do you know what I will do? I will delete this backdrop again. So let me delete the backdrop so that everybody can follow me very, very well. So here I can just let's say. So if I want to change this backdrop, what do I do? I click on this. So when I click on this, what do I do? So you just select, maybe you want a bedroom one, let's say I want bedroom 2. So this is what I have here. So I have bedroom 1, then I have bedroom 2. So that's what I have here. And so my cat can walk along this bedroom, however way I like it to be. So that's what I've simply done. So what I've simply done is that I only just make my cat to be here, then pick it to be inside the bedroom. So you can see some buttons, they'll be like, uncle, what are these ones for? Don't worry, I'll show you what they are for. Let's say I want to put full screen. I want this to fill my entire screen. I'll click on this, then to take me to full screen. So from here now, what do? I can see my entire preview. That's what I can see here. So let's just say I click this back, then I'm back here. So I've explained what happens on the preview pane. So do we understand everything that goes on the preview pane? Do we understand? You put article. I should start all over. Okay, someone put that. So let's say for instance, I just delete this. I don't want this to be there. Then this, as I just pick maybe water. Let's say I need something like water. Yeah, so let's do something underwater. I think I like that. So let's pick this underwater. So that's my backdrop. So then I've done that. So what will I do also? So what I'm going to do is this. For my sprite, let me pick a fish. Yeah, I need this. I need a fish swimming. I think that's going to be interesting, right? So, so I'm going to pick a fish. So the fish is going to swim inside here. So let me just search. So you can click on this and search. And I have a fish. Very, very interesting fish. Change the color. Let me just pick this fish. And the fish is there inside the water. So let me just scale it. I want to change the size, maybe like 120, make it a big fish, or make it a daddy fish. So that's what I'll do. Make it a daddy fish. Okay. So we are following, right? All right. So now I've explained what the right hand side, what it does for you, which what we have here is what we call the preview. So it's what we call the preview. So to the left here, so this middle part is what we call the coding pane, or we call it the code editor. So let me put what I'll call it for you. I'll put it in the chat so everybody sees it. So the middle part is called the what? The code editor. So that's the middle part. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm sending it to everybody. So the middle part is called the code editor. So right now you can see that everything looks blank, right? So don't worry, we see what we'll be doing very soon. See that everything looks blank, but still not going to be blank. So what happens here is that this is where I begin to do my coding. So we'll be talking about coding. So, and if you remember, when I was explaining initially, I was like, coding means you are simply writing an instruction that you want something or a computer to follow. So in my own case now, my computer is this fish. So I need to make this fish to move forward, then move backward. So what will I do? I'll click on the fish. Then this particular portion is where you have your coding block. So here to the left is where I have what? Is where I have my coding block. So let me write it again. Yeah, which middle pass? So I don't understand. Please ask some things to show. So marvelous. No, I will run through it. Please, are we all following? Okay, I will unmute us so that everybody can talk. So I don't want to be like, I'm just talking to myself only. So I will unmute us now. So just within 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, just tell me if you are following. So are we following? So let me hear your voice just within 2 minutes.
I wanted to call you to go that.
Wait, can you like turn the fish around to make it look like it's going backwards?
Okay, don't worry. We'll show you all those
Sir,
ones.
can you make it to be swimming?
Yes, we'll do that.
The middle part. Okay.
I didn't hear you, pardon.
Sir, can you make it to be swimming?
Okay, don't worry. We'll make it to swim. Just wash. Just watch what we want to do. Just wash now. So I want to make sure that everybody is fine. So Marvelous, you've been having issues. So Marvelous, you can mute yourself and talk to me. So Marvelous, you still don't understand. Can you tell me where you are lost, Marvelous, so I can just show you?
Sir, what is the first part for?
Okay, this first part to the right. So that is the preview pane. Is okay.
No, this one.
Which part do you mean? This left part, this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this one I call the code. This one the code block. So you call it the code block.
It's the one that controls the character.
So that's where you have all your code. So the left
What do
part
you call it?
is the code block. So that's where you have all your code. So you can pick the code you want from here, then drag it. I will show you how to use it, how to drag it. I'm going to show you all those things. So that's what we have here. So now, all right, so let's continue with our fish. We are doing something very interesting with our fish. So I'm going to mute us back now. So we'll go back to the room. When you have questions, drop it in the chat section, and I will answer you ASAP. So now we have our baby shark. I think I remember that song, that baby shark. You know that I remember that song, right? So I have my baby shark here. So that's very, very, let me make it small, maybe like 80, so I can swim. So now we have this air, 80. So now I need to make this shark to move to the front. So what will I do? What will I do to make it to move to the front? So now come to where I told you that here we have our code, right? Our code editor, we have motion. When you click on motion, you have all these ones, move, blah, 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 a lot of them like that. But don't worry, they're very simple. You will see how interesting they're going to be. Then I have loops, then I have sand, I have events, I have control, I have sensing, I have operators, I have variables, I have my blocks. So what I'll be showing you is that we start with a very, very simple one today, so that we'll move this shark, just do some very, very interesting thing with this shark. So that's what we are going to do. So now, watch out, everybody is fine, right? So what's the code block? All right, so the code block they are more like set of instructions that when you drag and drop it on this code editors, my sprite, or in my case now, my shark, will follow what I've done. So let's say, for example, I'm going to show you how to use. Let's say I want to make this shark to move here. So what will I do? What will I do? I will left click on this move 10. Can you see this move by 10 steps? So I will left click on it, drag it into my code editor, then drop it here. Can you see that? So now if I click on this, left click on this, what I have for my code block, you can see that my shark or my fish is moving. Can we see it moving? The moment I click on it, what is it doing? It's moving by 10 steps. So what you are simply doing is that, oh, someone is asking, is it by 12 that we stop? Yeah, so this training is meant to be for 2 hours by 10 to 12. So, but let's continue, don't worry. So are we following? So let me take it again. If I want to delete this my code, I drag it back here, then delete it. So, or if I want to delete it, I simply press the delete button, click on it, then press the delete button from your keyboard to delete it. So I want this shark to move to the front. What will I do? I'll click this, then you tell it I want to move by how many steps. So I want to move by 10 steps. Let's say I want to move by 1 step. 1 step is going very, very small. So if I click on this, you can see that it's moving small, 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 small. So it's moving like a baby step. So if I want to move very, very fast, what will I do? If I pick like maybe like move by 20 steps and I click this, so you can see that it's moving very, very fast. So that's what you do with your code. So when you bring your code here, what happens? When you click on it, on that code, your sprite will respond to that code. Are we following? Is it getting interesting? Okay, so thank you, my kids. Actually, the challenge is if you are using a phone. So for Infinix X4, you're saying phone. The problem is that when you're using your phone, the screen might be too small so that you'll be able to see everything at once. So, but there's an Android app that you can get. So I'll probably drop, maybe just show you, maybe later on, just make like a screen recording how to use an Android app for it. But for now, just try to watch me closely. So now, so I can, let me bring another one in. Turn by 15 degrees. Now, what do I mean by 15 degrees? Do you know this wall clock in our house? That the wall clock, the clock will always turn. See the second hour of the clock begin to turn. So, Angel, you raise your hand. Angel, can drop it in the chat section. I will attend to your question. So, oh, sorry, your laptop is off. Sorry. So now I have turn by 15 degrees. If I click on it, what do you think will happen to my fish? It's going to turn. So if I click now, you can see it's turning by 15 degrees. It's turning. That's what is happening now. Because of what? Because this instruction, don't forget that I said our code is what? Our code block, they are simple instructions. So that the moment I click on this instruction, my sprite will obey the instruction. So now it's turning by this. So let's say I want to make sure that this shark is moving and it's turning at the same time. Now watch what I'm going to do. I want this shark to be moving, and I want it to be turning at the same time. So this is what I will do. I will drag this code, then bring it under this one. It will enter and it will fix. Can you see the way it's fixed? So can you see the way it's fixed? Let me remove it again. So I can bring this code, then put it under this one. It will snap like a magnet. When your magnet will just take your metal like pumps. So it snaps easily that way. So what I've done is that I've put 2 sets of instructions here. Instruction 1 is that baby shark, move to the front. In fact, let's call this one baby shark. I think I like that name. We'll call it baby shark. Yeah, that's interesting. So, so I'm just like baby shark, move 20 steps, or let's make it 10 steps so that we have enough space on our screen. So move 10 steps. Then the next instruction is turn by 15 degrees. So now the way Scratch is going to work is that if you read my code from top to down, if I put this one here to the top, it means it will turn before moving. So let's say if I click now, can you see? Can you see what is happening? So it's turning and it's moving at the same time. So my Scratch is simply going in a circle. Let's say maybe it wants to go and catch one fish down. That's what is simply happening. So anytime I click on it, what happens? It turns, it goes, it turns, it goes. So are we getting what I'm trying to do now? So now, but let's say I'm bringing this one back. I remove this block and I bring this one. So I put the move at the top. So it means that it will move before turning. So it's almost the same thing actually, but don't worry, I'm going to show you good example that you're able to see what I'm trying to do. So is it interesting? Is it getting boring? Okay, it's not boring. Yeah, you're getting it, but thank you. So everybody's following me. I'm very, very happy with that. So we are following and you understand what I've been saying. Give me that, you can raise your hand or you give me that thumbs up finger. I want to be sure that everybody's following me. So give me the thumbs up thing. Okay, Lawrence, you're following. Okay, all right. I want to know that you are following me, please, so that I want to show that everybody is understanding what I'm doing. So, okay, so I can see Lawrence, thank you. So everybody's following me, that's fine. Moses, you're following. Favor, you're following me. So, Akinwale, you're following me. So I think everybody, so you can, if you have questions, you can drop it. You can drop it. All right, so Toshiku also, you're following me, that's good. So now let's say, look at this button here, this flag. What's this flag for? I be like, yeah, Uncle D, what do you use this flag for? Is it just there for decoration? Why is that? If I want my fish to move, I have to press this before the fish goes. But let's say I don't want to do so. I want to just press one button, then the fish will begin to go in a circle, in a circle. See what I'm going to do? See what I'm going to do now? So this flag simply means that I'm going to bring, I'll go to events. Can you see this? I'll drag this code. So click on events on your code there, on your code block, go to where events is, then bring when flag is clicked. So bring it in. Then I will snap it like a magnet into this my code block. Dams is there. So what I've simply done is that whenever I click on this flag, do everything that I have under the flag. Let me take it again. Whenever I click on the flag, everything I have under this flag, I want to do it. I want to have under this flag, I want my fish to move 10 steps and to rotate by 15 degrees. So instead of me clicking on this, what I will just do, I will just click on this flag. Can you see it's working now? So it's working, it's working. Now let me show you another thing. Let me show you another thing. So I look at this code here. Okay, people have questions for me. Let me attend to the question before I continue. I'm tired of clicking. Exactly. You're tired of clicking. So now, instead of being tired of clicking, now look at this. If I click on repeat, I'll bring it in. Then I can simply put all this. See what I've done now. So what I've done is that whenever I click on this flag, repeat everything inside this repeat block. Repeat means go on forever, 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 or repeat how many times I'm telling you to do. Let's say, for instance, here I'm saying repeat 10. It means that what I want to do is that repeat everything inside this repeat block 10 times. So you just watch if I click now, you can see that it goes how many times? It goes 10 times. So let's say I want it to be like, okay, repeat maybe like one time. The moment I click on this, what happens? It goes once, right? So if I click on maybe like 20, it's going to count it up to 20. What will it do? It will repeat 20 times. So are we following? You see the way I'm making my fish to go? Okay, you understand what I'm saying? What does the flag mean? Okay, so favor, the flag simply means that go. The flag is like play button. Do you like playing a game? So you know that button that you press that just play like play. So your flag is just like the play button. So whenever I click on this flag, I want it to go how many times? Go 20 times. When I click on this flag, it goes 20 times. So let's say I put this one on like 100, it will just keep on going. for like 100 times. So what is going to count up to 100 before it stops. So, and that's that. So, but now let's say for example now, let me show you something. I want this to go on forever. So I won't use this one. I'll drag this repeat, delete it, break forever. Then I'll put this my code block inside here. So what do you think is going to do when I click on this button? Can somebody tell me if I click on this button, what do you think my fish is going to do? So let me know maybe you are following. So what will my fish do? All right, Emidio, you have questions for me. You can ask a question. So, but what do you think my fish is going to do the moment I click on this button? So it's going to go on forever. It will keep on going. All right, so I'm having people raising up their hand. All right, so let me move into people. So yeah, so I'll go. You can tell me what you think is going to do. Then you can also tell me what you think is going to happen the moment I click on that forever. If you never stop, thank you. Then it's going to swim non-stop. Exactly, that's what's going to happen because I've used the forever block. So if I click now, see, it's just going forever. Until I click on stop, see the stop button now. So when I click on this stop, then it stops, then it's going to stop like that. So now let me do something. I want to do something interesting now. So let me bring that the shark in now. So I'm going to click on choose a sprite. Then it's going to take me to, so I'll look for fish. I'll just type for fish. Then I have shark. So let me bring it in. So this is that the shark here. So that the shark is here. Then I have baby shark here. So let me put baby shark here. And that the shark is looking too big, so I'll just call it shark. Oh, don't mind me. So I'm going to now watch out something now. When I brought this one in, are we following? Yes, when I press stop, it's going to stop. It's going to stop. When we learn how to create patterns, don't worry. This training goes on for Angel. We are doing this training for 3 weeks. So the training goes on for 3 weeks. So trust me, we have a lot of things that I'll be doing, a lot of assignments that I'll be giving to you, a lot of coding work that we'll be doing. So patterns, we're going to show you how to do patterns, everything. So just watch out, just follow us. So if you see that the moment I click on this shark, this code, on this baby shark, the code appears, right? If I click on that, the shark, the code disappears. Be like, oh, where has my code gone to? Don't forget that this instruction I have here is for baby shark. And that's when I click on this flag. It keeps on going and going. But the moment I click on the stop button, it stops. Now look at when I click on that the shark, there's no code, there's no instruction for that the shark doesn't know what to do. So what I'm going to do, let me just reduce the size to maybe like 60. I know 60 is too small. Let me do like shark is always big. Do like 80. Like 80. Then I want it to turn the other way around. Okay. So I'm going to put this on 90, right? All right, so what have I done? Be like, that means what have you done? Let me show you what I've done. On direction here, yeah, we are also doing next week. So that basically this training goes on for 3 weeks. So we're also doing next week. So we're going to do, so I want everybody to follow me very true as we do introduction today. We are doing next week. Yeah, we are doing for 3 Saturdays. So we'll give information about how the training will go at the end of everything. So Toby will tell you more how we are going to do it. So now this what happened. Let me show you what happened, my people. So just watch out. So this was how it was before, right? It was like this before. The direction was on 90. I want to show you something. Just follow me. The shark was facing here, right? I want the shark to face baby shark. So how will I make it to turn? This is what I will do. I will just simply come to where I have this direction, then click on this. Then I'll just put like minus, so it will turn back. So negative 90 means turn back. So it's facing here now. So now I'm going to go to motion. Then I will bring or move on 10 steps for that the shark. so that the shark should move for 10 steps. So, and what do I want to do? Move for 10 steps. Then I want it to talk. So you come to where you have looks. So under looks, you can see the say hello for 2 seconds. So I'm going to like click here now on say hello for 2 seconds. So I'm going to put, so when you make it to say hello, it's going to say whatever is inside there. Say whatever. Okay, let me remove this one for now. Let me remove this look so that we understand the way looks works. So I'm going to be like, say hello. So if I click on this, you can see the shark saying hello, like hello, 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 hello. That's what the shark is saying right now. So if I click on this, it's saying hello. So, but I want to say hello, baby shark. So it's going to say hello, baby shark. So when I click on it, it's saying hello, baby shark. So, and I can make it to move for 10 steps, then to say hello, baby shark. So just watch out. So when I click on this button, you know why this one keeps on going? Because the code for this, if I click on this, you can see the code for my shark. It goes on forever, right? So now, and what I'm going to do, let me also bring say hello here. So I'm going to put it somewhere here. Then I'm going to be like, that the shark leave the way, like leave the way for me. So now, when I click on, so I'm going to drag this in. Let me drag into forever. So what happens was like leave the way for me. That's what it's saying for like 2 seconds. And so, but now it's slow because it's going on forever. So I'm going to bring this out of this code. So now, watch what I want to do now. Watch what I want to do. So I have this move 10 steps, and I'm going to bring the flag in events. When the flag is pressed, I want to move 10 steps. So move 10 steps when the flag is pressed. So it's going to move. It's going to move. So what? So then I click on this. So now, do you mean the flag? But I need to use a forever loop also for this one so that it will also keep on moving. I want this shark to touch this baby shark. So I want the shark to touch the baby shark. That's what I want to do right now. So and so just watch out for what I'm doing. Please, are we following? Hey, I have questions. So let me look at all my questions. How did you turn it? How did you make it speed? My screen is small. My screen is small. Yeah, that's what I want to do. The baby shark is not turning after the coding. Okay. Let me take the question one by one so that I can attend to everybody. So I'm going to take the question one by one so I can attend to everybody. So everybody will follow. So hope you are following. Okay, can I make them chase each other? Yes, I'll make them chase each other. I'm going to make them chase each other. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So now I'm having this shark here, right? So this how I made it to say hello. So I'm going to delete this again. Go to where you have your looks. Under looks, you will see say hello for how many seconds? You can use say hello only. Like if I put this and I click on say hello, it's going to say hello and it's going to be there forever. So, but let's say I want to make the hello to appear for maybe just a few seconds. So what I'm going to do, what will I do is this? What I'm going to do is this, pretty simple. So I'm going to bring say hello for 2 seconds. So I'm going to be like, say hello for how many seconds? Maybe like 10 seconds. Then the minute I click on this, it's going to say hello for 10 seconds. When 10 seconds is up, the hello button will go off. But don't forget, this my baby shark is on continuous loop. So I need to make sure that this one is still on continuous loop. So I'll delete this one. So asking that, how do I get to say hello? So just come to the looks, then you will see say hello for 2 seconds. So drag your code into your code editor, then you are fine that way. So are we following? Hey, L, please. So someone needs help. So L, you have question for me. Can you drop the question and we attend to it? I will attend to it. So I'm going to attend to all your questions. Trust me. I'm going to attend to all your questions. I'm moving too fast. Oh, really? Then can I increase my screen? So Choice, you said the baby shark is not turning after the coding. Yeah, the baby shark should turn actually. Let me show you the baby shark again. If I click on this, see that it's still turning. It's still turning. But now watch out. You meant to put say hello. If I bring say hello inside this baby shark, it will say hello for 2 seconds, count the 2 seconds before it continues turning again. So it's going to take more like forever. It's going to take a while. It's nice. Now slow. So to do it step by step, talk, say hello, talk, say hello, talk, say hello. So I don't want to take time. So that's why I will just remove this say hello from this, our baby shark. I'll just remove this, delete this one, and I can return this one back here. I can return this one back here. So all right, so I think our time, can you make them sound? Yes, I think so. We can do sound. So you're asking me what we can do. Don't worry, I'm going to show you everything how to do sound. So daddy, daddy won't move. All right, so now we are fine with the code for our baby shark. So now let's go to the code for daddy shark. So under daddy shark, I have say hello. Let me delete say hello for now. So I'm having move for 10 seconds. Then I'm having this. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to make daddy shark to come and eat baby shark. So that's what I'm going to do now. So just follow me. So I'm going to make it to move 10 steps. Then I'll make it to go on forever. That's what I'm going to do. I'll make it go on forever. So I'll go to control. Then I'll just, okay, let me make it not forever. Let me make it to repeat for like 10 steps. So I'll bring this move inside this repeat block. Then I'll bring this one, snap it, mams. Please, are we following? Are we following? Are we following? Are we following me? Okay. So now, what I'm going to do now is this. Now just watch me. Just watch me. What I want to do. So if I click on the flag, see that the shark is moving forward. So now that the shark is moving forward, and okay, let's make this thing very, very interesting. Let's make it more interesting. Let's make it more interesting. So I don't want to show you something until it's time, but don't worry, this is what I'm going to do. So the rest is asking if I make them sound. Okay, so let's do sound. I can actually make them make sound. Let me click on this stop for now. So I want to hear sound. I want this that the shark to make a sound, right? So how do I do that to make it make the sound in a very, very interesting way? So what I'm going to do is this. Can you see where sound is? I can see sound, right? So go to where your coding block is, then click on sound. So then I want you to play a sound. So I'm just going to, let me bring this one in, for example. And what kind of sound do I want it to be? So right now, it's still under this, but, or I just come to where this sound is. If I come to where this sound is, and I click on this, so I'm having a sound. Can you hear that sound? So, but let's say this is not the sound you want. I need to choose a sound. I need a sound for like animal, maybe like for like fish. I want my stuff to make a sound for like fish. Or okay, let's come to animal. Blah blah blah. So I have a new squid, tropical bear. So I'm looking for okay, let's play sound for seagull. So I'm going to click on this sound for seagull. So if I play it now, I don't know if you can hear the sound playing. So for this particular one, let me just delete this one. So I have this one only. So if I go back to my code now, so play sound until done. So the moment I click on this button for that the shark, okay. To stop, for instance, bring this back. Then what do I do? When I press this flag, I want you to make the sound. So I don't know. Is everybody here on this page with me? I can see people asking questions, cannot hearing what I'm saying. I still don't understand. What did you click? Help, please. I'm very fast. Okay. You need help. Okay, L, you need help. Can you tell me where you are lost? Okay, people are not following. People are not following. So let me go back. I want everybody to follow what I'm doing. So let me go back. So L, can you tell me where you need help? So my kiddos, I'm lost. Oh, let me unmute it so that I can listen to one or two persons. So you tell me where you are lost so that I can take it again. So I don't want to jump too much so that everybody's not following. I don't want to jump so that everybody's not following. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to unmute us. So I'll just call on one or two persons. So just tell me where you are lost. So tell me where you are lost only. So L, you have a question. You can ask me.
That the shark will always remain upside down.
Please, where did you click on for the audio?
So I don't understand.
You click that you selected.
I don't understand.
Okay, do you know what? Let's take it one by one. Hello guys. So let's take it one by one.
Where did you click that you selected?
Understand.
Okay, so what I'm going to do
Like
now.
how do you get the sound? The animal sound. The sound of the animal. The fish.
All right. So
How do you get it?
what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take it. I'll take it again, show you how to make this shark. Someone said it's turning upside down. So look at your direction. If you come here, if you come to where direction is, right? Let me show you. This is where you fix that one. If it's turning upside down, you probably have it. If I click here, then I'll just wash out. So if I click on this, if you currently look at this button here, all around, that's probably what you have. For you to make it not to turn upside down, click on this other one, left to right. That is, the shark can only turn either left or right. It can't go all around. It can't go all around. So now this is so watch out now. Watch out. So if I click on this, see that it's turning all around. So what you can do is that click on this button left to right, then come to where direction is. Or you can just drag this, click to this side. So it's facing here, and I can see that it's facing here. So it's facing this side. Or you can simply type in -90 degrees so that it turns to the other side. So I hope I've answered your question. That's how to make the shark to turn the other way around. That's how to make the shark to turn the other way around. So you're enjoying the lesson. Okay, now you understand now. Thank you, Ishimamanda. You understand? Thank you, Eze. Thank you, Asoluka. Thank you. So, Favor, can you add one more animal? Yes, you can add one more animal. You can add as many animals you want. So L wants to share his screen. Just tell me what your issue is for screen sharing. So just tell me what the current problem is, then I can do the solution for you, also make you see. So I can do that for you. So now someone is asking me that, how do I get the sound? So if you are all fine with this, so how to get the sound? What do I do to get the sound? So just come to where, let me take this one back. Take this back. Then let me delete all this code. So what will I do? You will see start sound. If I click on this now, can you hear that? I don't really can hear my system. Maybe can hear my system sound. So what do? Come to this code editor. You will see sound. Click on sound. Then you will see, let me do it again. You will see start sound. So bring this here, start sound. But now what kind of sound do I want it to be? I can record my own sound, or I can pick a sound already. So click on where you have sound here. You click on this. So when you click on this, this is where you will load the sound that you want your fish to make. If it's a cat, my cat will do meow. It's going to do. If it's goat, my goat is going to give a normal sound for goat. If it's going to be like a dog, it's going to bark. So what I'm going to do is I will delete this. Come to this. You will see choose a sound. Click on this button. Can you see this button? So people have questions. So let me read that question before I continue. So L, can you tell me what the problem is? Can you tell me what the problem is so that I can attend to your problem? L, please tell me where the problem is so that I can attend to your question. So I want to fix everybody, I want to attend to everybody so that everybody is on the same page. So you come here, you choose a sound. So here to show you many sound that you can have, a lot of sound. So what I want is sound for animals, right? So I'll click on this for animals. So this sound here, you can actually play it to preview it. This sound is this for a goat. So if you click here, you hear the sound for it. I don't know if you can hear my sound, the sound coming from my system. So if you can hear that, you need to hear the sound it's making now. Okay, that the shark is still upside down. Okay. Okay, L, that the shark is still upside down. Okay, I see what you are saying. All right, I will show you once again how you can do that, how you can fix that. You get? I'll show you how you can fix that. So what I'm going to do is for my for what? For my shark, I want to make this seagull sound. So I'll click on this sound to select it. So when you select it here, the sound is being loaded in here. You can preview it by playing the sound here. So you can hear that sound, right, for me. So then go back to your code, click on code. So what I've simply said is that whenever I click on this, make the sound. So it's making the sound now. So that's how you can play sound. That's how you can play sound. Do we get, okay, you can hear the sound. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's fine. So people can hear the sound. Are we following me? Is everybody on the same page with me now? Are we understanding? Are we understanding? Are we understanding before we do the let's do some other very, very interesting thing before we finish for today. So Kambi has a question. So Kambi, what's your question? You can ask me your question. Then Oluko, you also has a question. You can also add me your question. I also ask the question so that I can attend to them. Do you get? Okay. So yeah, is there an exam tomorrow? Don't worry. We're going to give you solution. So don't worry, Toby's going to attend to all those ones, tell you what and what you're going to do. So Toby's going to show us everything we're going to do later on. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to make this shark to pursue this small baby shark. So do you like that? So I'm going to do a race between daddy shark and baby shark. So baby shark will be going in the front, daddy shark will be coming behind. So that's what I'm going to do now. So then from there, we'll now give you more very interesting assignment that you will do, that you will show us. Do you get? So are you getting set for that? Yeah, so that's fine. So how do you change to see God? Someone is asking again if a shuku. So if a shuku, let me just show you again how to do that. So what you have to do is on your code editor, come to where sound is, then click on start sound. So when you click on start sound, come to where can you see this bar here? After beside costume, you will see sound. So click on this sound, then let me delete this one. You see choose a sound. Click on this to choose a sound, then click on animals. When you click on animals, then you see seagulls. So when you click on seagulls, what do you do now? Then if you play it, that's the sound for seagull coming in. So then go back to your code. Here you should have sound for seagull here. Do we get? So that's how you make the sound to be for seagull. So are we fine with that? If Eshuku, are you okay with that? So fine. So fine. All right. So now so let me answer L. So let me take it again. L, for you to make this shark to turn, click on the shark, click on the direction button. Make sure you select left or right. By default, it's going to be all around. All around means you can turn it all around, but I don't want it to be all around. What do I want to do? I want it to face here, right? So click on left or right. When you click on left or right, it can only go to either left or right. Then what do? Put minus 90 degrees here. Put minus, then put 90. Then it's going to turn that way around. Are you fine with that now? So that's what we have there. So now let's delete all the code we have for baby shark, and let's both of them, let them run from here to here. So I want daddy shark to cache baby shark. So are we fine with that? So I want daddy shark to cache baby shark. That's what I want to do now. Okay, you understand now? Okay, thank you. Okay, so for direction, I'm going to make it face here, then face this side. So I'll put baby shark in the front, while daddy shark will be behind. So now what we do now is, what I will do now, we'll start it. So you will do the remaining as your assignment, then we'll send the solution to you later. So are we fine with that? So I want to make this to swing from here to here. So I'm going to make it to swing from here to here. So what do? I go to motion, bring in code, move how many steps. So I'm going to let it move like 5 steps at a time. That's fine. Then I go to control. So I make it to repeat forever, right? So repeat forever. And I put this here. So then I'll go to event. When flag is clicked, I want this to move on forever. So 5 steps. So what I'm going to do, I see that has disappeared from my screen. So I'm going to bring it back. So I want to move for 5 steps. So when this is, it's going to move for 5 steps. Okay, yeah. I use a forever loop actually. So I should use not forever. I'm going to use, go back to this, go back to control. So I'm going to pick, repeat for how many times. So put this one here. So move 5 steps, then to repeat 10 times, right? So it should repeat 10 times. So are we following? Anybody has a question for me? All right, so everybody's following me. That's fine. That's fine. So now, okay, Toloko, you have a question for me. What's your question for me? You have a question for me. What's your question? So I'm bringing my shark back to the middle of the screen. So I'm going to put it here. So when I press this flag, it's going to move 5 steps. It's going to move 5 steps. So that's what it's doing right now. So, and okay, but you can see that it's moving up, right? That's because of my direction. So I'm going to make it -90 so that it does not move up. It goes straight to the front. So it moves. So that's the code for my shark, for my baby shark. So I click on daddy shark. So daddy shark also, what will I do? I'll go to motion, then I'll click on move. Let it move like 15. Okay, let's do 10 steps so that it can catch baby shark. So then I'll go to looks, I'll go to events, then pick when flag is pressed. Then what I want to do, I'll go to control, then pick repeat how many steps. So I'm going to make sure that it's repeat 10 steps also. So when I click on this flag also, what happened? Can you see that the shark is moving, baby shark is moving? They are both moving at the same time. So you can see what's happening there. All right, people have a question for me. What's the question? All right, so there's going to be recording, it's going to be sent. Yeah, thanks, Ifeshuku. So Asoluka, you have a question for me. Can you drop the question in the chat? Then look for you also, you don't understand, or you don't understand. People ask a question. People ask a question. All right, so I will just maybe just let one. Okay. All right, fine. So look where you can unmute yourself and talk. Ask a question.
Can baby shark eat the shark?
Can baby shark eat daddy shark, right?
Yes.
Yes, you can actually make it to eat daddy shark. But don't worry, just see what I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to show you something now. All right, so then someone also has a question for me. I want to just talk.
Can the if you put too much this thing on the But will the place be enough, or will it be too much that it will not accept?
Okay, actually, I can. You know what you can do? I don't want to jump to that yet. If you can have many characters here. If it's too big and it gets to this end, it's part of the solution. It's part of the assignment I'm going to give you later. I will give you examples on that, whereby you can make this to also be moving, so that the background is moving. This one is also moving at the same time, so that you can have many things on the screen at the same time. But for now, for your code, you can put your code, everything. You can put all your code on this page. Like here now, I have my code for this. I can still put more code for Baby Shark. Anything as much as I want. I can put more code for Daddy Shark as much as I want. So this page can contain everything you want to do. Actually, can contain everything you want to do. Yeah. All right. We are going to send the. So please hang on. So we are sending the recording to everybody. So Toby, we address that time we are doing. Tell you what
The shark and the fish to
So I'm going to mute on now so that I will continue. So I'm going to mute everybody so that I will continue now. So what I'm going to do now, let me just take them back. Let me take them back. So I want Daddy Shark. Let me reduce the size of Daddy Shark. I want to catch Baby Shark. So when they catch Baby Shark, then we'll do game over. Then we'll be done for the day. So let me say I'm just showing you something like 50. So for Daddy Shark, I want it to move 10 steps, right? That's fine. Baby Shark, let me just make it move like 3 steps. Okay, so that's fine. So now, if I click on play button, you can see that Daddy Shark is already eating Baby Shark. So it's already eating Baby Shark the minute I click on that. But now what we can do is I need to introduce something else to you to make it to finish our game, our little movie. So all right, please, are you following? Okay, you have questions for me, so you can ask your question in the chat section. I will attend to them. So what I'm going to do is now, see, I'm going to bring, okay, should I show you this yet? This sensing, because now this where everything gets very, very interesting. So this way it gets interesting. So is it touching? So I'm going to do something like this. Like the shark. Okay, let me delete this one. Do it Baby Shark. You have a lot of animal favor. So if you have a lot of animal, what you can do is click on the animal you have, then you see the delete button, then you click on delete. So let's say, for instance, what do I have, for instance? This one I have, let's say I have another sprite here. If I have, let's say I have another animal and I want to delete the animal. I don't want to delete the ones I have. So let's say you have maybe somebody dancing. What do? You click on it, then you click on this delete button you can see here. Then you click on delete button. So I will show you sensing later, because I don't want to jump too much. I don't want to jump too much. So let's go back to control. So under control, so I'm going to bring if. Okay, so I'll bring if. So if means that when this happens, if something happens, then do this. So if I go to sensing, then I see touching. So I'm going to put this one inside there. So what I'm saying is that if touching Baby Shark, what should you do? So I'm going to come to, okay, just watch me. I'm going to go to looks. Then I will say, what will I say? I will say game over. I will say I caught you. I caught you. Game over for 2 seconds. So if I drag this one here, now watch if I click on this flag. Watch what will happen. So do you mean this daddy shark cash baby shark will just be like I caught you, game over. I caught you, game over. So can you see? So what we've done now, so what we've simply done is that I've simply built a simple game, a simple animation story that when this shark catch this will be like, yes, I caught you, then the game is over. Watch, that's not yet caught it. This time I caught it, I caught you, game over. So do you get what happened? So people have questions for me. People have questions for me. Let me attend to question. When you play the shot, move or later got lost, how can you make it to reverse? Okay, I'll show you that. Then I have a question, sir. You have 10 animals, Angel. Your screen is going to be too much filled up any animals. You can actually have many, but I think what you can do is these animals you have. So for JD, later on during this class, we'll show you how to make it when you touch this place, that it will reverse back. I'm going to show you that one later. But for now, what you can do is bring your shark back, bring this baby shark back. Then let's enjoy the little animation story. So when I click on this, it's going, the moment you touch it, the game is over. Let's say I don't want to click on this many times. I can come back to this, my code. What do I do when I click out? Instead of this repeat for 10, let me use forever. I will use forever block. So let me go back to control. So I'll come back to forever. Then I will put this here. So I'm going to make it to go forever. And I also come here instead of it going on 10 times. So just watch what I want to do. I'll bring forever, and I'll bring this. So what I want to do now is I've simply built a little game. So just watch out. So I'll just play. So when I click on play, so it's too okay. It's too fast for that. So we only use, okay, if you use forever now, we need to stop the game at a time. So let's just do that one we did so that when it touches it, the game is already over. So what I'm going to do, I'll change this back to just go like 10 times. So within 10 times, it's going to touch it and my game is already over. How does the shark move? Can you change the fish or shark? What about if you change the shape of the shark? Yes. Wait, they are just joining us. Can you add other characters? Yes, you can add other character. So let me just go over it last time. So here, I'm going to do move 10 third, move, repeat 10 times. So then that's code for baby shark. Come to daddy shark also. What will I do for daddy shark? Instead of me to go forever, I'll make it to just repeat 10 times. And I'll come back here. So I'll put this one. So if I put them together and I click on this, okay, so I think for daddy shark, so for daddy shark, something is wrong. So there's something wrong in our code. So repeat 10 times. Exactly. What do I do? So you can see it's going. The moment it cache it, it does what? It says, the moment it cache, what did it do? It says game over. So do we follow? So you can do something as simple as that. So yeah, you're enjoying more games. Yes, WHE. In fact, so I'm going to tell you, I will share with you later on the kind of game that we're going to do. This game is going to get interesting. We can make this fish, this baby shark, because when that shark eats it, it should disappear, right? Okay, let's do something like that. Just watch out. So I'm going to go to sensing, then I'll bring this. So I have just 2 minutes more. I'm going to go to, so what you can do for me, can we show you the solution? What you can do for me is, today, are you following? When this daddy shark touch baby shark, let it disappear. because Daddy Shark is eating Baby Shark. So when it touches Baby Shark, let it disappear. So what I want to do is that when it comes, the moment it touch it and it's already game over, then let Baby Shark disappear. Baby Shark will say, ah, thank you, Daddy Shark, you've eaten me. Then it will disappear. So I want to do that for me. I want to do that for me. So I will make a recording of that also, then make everybody to see what I want you to do. So let me tell it again. What I want you to do is this. When you click on the play button, you see, okay, let me put this one here. So that the shark should be far away. So comes. The moment that the shark touches Baby Shark, it's saying game over. Then Baby Shark should disappear because that the shark has eaten it. So I want to do that. So do you understand what I want us to do? So and so thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I will hand over to Toby. So Toby will take over, tell you what next we'll do, tell you everything else that we have to do. So all right, I can unmute you now so that Toby can take over. So Toby, Auntie Toby, over to you, ma. Okay. Okay. So I think Toby has a connection issue. So while we wait for her, I hope everybody follows everything I've done so far. So we will share this video recording with everybody. Everybody will understand everything we've been doing. So make sure that everybody understands everything we've been doing. So Aunt Toby will take over. Just tell us who is next to take over. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
I hope you're able to learn something.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So Aunt Toby, small.
Sir. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
What's that, sir?
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
When are we going? Are we this meeting again next week?
Yeah, so this one is going to happen. I'm going to send the link to
Thank you, sir.
I will send the link to your mom's or your dad's email address. So the link is going to contain the link to our WhatsApp group, so you can join our WhatsApp group. Then also we also send the link to the assignment that you will do. And we continue this class next week Saturday. We are continuing next week Saturday. You can join us next week Saturday, the same time. Everything. All right, so much. So thanks so much, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
God bless you, sir.
I'm sure we have a nice time. I can see our feedback already. So I'll be dropping a feedback form in the chat now. And I want us to, I believe you can hear me, right? Can we please mute ourselves? Oh, beautiful. So I'm sure we had a nice time. I see that we have been thanking Uncle Dami for that wonderful session. So we'll be sharing an assignment with us as well as the classwork for us to also practice what we have learned. I would also be dropping a chat on a feedback form on this chat. So we would like to get her feedbacks on how the training has been. I just dropped that chat now. So if you can't fill the form, you can give it to your parents to fill the form for you. And before we go, lastly, I would like someone to just do a summary of what he or she learns. Who wants to volunteer now? So I'd like someone to just do a quick summary, and we'll just meet sometimes next week. Who should I call? Video on. I don't know who the person is now. Danny C.
Please, what's
I can
our
see your video.
homework?
So your homework will be shared
Please,
with
what's our homework?
Yes, your homework will be shared. Can you hear me? Your homework will be shared as well for you to also practice. So, Dancy has run away. Okay, can't be. I can see you are running away again. So that's what you learned. It will be shared on the WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you,
beautiful.
sir.
So I'll
Yes. So do you have my emails?
Yes, don't worry. We have either yours or your parents' email address.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Why is everybody that I'm calling to share a summary? Okay, Asolaka. I'm not sure I pronounced your name right. I just saw your video on now, but it's like you have run away as well. So I'd like someone just give a summary of what you have learned and what you are doing with Scratch as we round up today's class. Okay. Continue, please.
The thing we learned is that Scratch is you can make Scratch in different ways. It tells how to do how the shark is eating fish and say hello to the fish.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So beyond the fish, as we proceed in the class, you'll see that you can do a whole lot of stuff with Scratch. You can also build games. You can do ping pong, as some other students had learned in our very first session. Just yeah, they are going to be building a lot more fun games and all of that. You are going to have a nice time in this 3 weeks boot camp class. So we would also be sharing which you're doing or yourself if you have a smartphone on our WhatsApp group where we interact with our students and our parents on how to order what we've learned in the course of the class. So we look forward to having more of you, and we'll also encourage that you invite your friends. Next week, it will be a lot more fun class. We'll have more introduction, so that more fun exercises to do. And by then, I'm sure you'll have practiced one or two things, so you're not coming as a learner anymore. So you just jump in, and you will be fine with what our tutor will teach you. So do have a nice time. Don't just go playing. You have the Scratch interface with you. Look at what you can do. That's the beauty about learning. So you can practice over and over again. So don't wait for a very intuitive rather what you learned. So I want to go and just run.
Kindly send. I am sure that you had a nice time. Thank you so much for joining in. We've sent the link to the WhatsApp and the link to the form. Make sure that your parents get this. See you next week.
Bye.
Is it my name or your own name?
Email.
Bye.
Only that.
Goodbye.
We have ended. I press leave. Right. No, like this. Yes, the class has ended. Leave. Where's that leave? Nobody is here. The class has ended.